Hello, welcome to my channel. This is MC. Today we're doing Friday Love Future reading. We're gonna check in our viewers, my viewers who are in relationships, not situationships, relationships, committed relationships, marriage, long term. If you had just started a young relationship but you are both committed to each other, we're going to check in your energies between you and your partner. Per usual, we're going to do a 4-card spread, and we're going to pull an extra card for advice. We're not going to waste our time, okay? We're going to go straight to the reading. Energy between you and your partner. If you are looking for a no contact situationship type of reading, or for singles, this is not that reading today. You can check back with me next week, because I do this series every Friday, but I do alternate, okay? All right, energy between you and your partner or person. The Strength card. Okay. We'll bring it to you guys. The Strength card, okay? All right. So, what has been working so far in your connection or relationship? What has been working? The good stuff. It's the good stuff in your connection. I'm sorry. It's the good stuff in your connection. Okay. If you can't see, let me do this again. Page of Pentacles, okay? This is what's working in your connection or relationship, okay? What's not working? What are you having trouble with in this connection or relationship? What are you having problems with? Issues, concerns that you're encountering. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What will be the possible outcome of your situation right now? Just let me remind you guys that this is a future reading. Okay, we are here to seek clarity. It's possible outcome for your situation. Possible outcome. Okay, it's the Four of Wands. Okay, let me move the cards. Okay, that will be like that. Okay, I don't know if you can see better, okay? All right. Your current energy between you and your partner is the Strength card. This is a very passionate, very intense connection or relationship, whether you're married or you're in a long-term connection. The energy between you and your partner is defined by the fact that both you and your partner have so much fire energy. I'm not sure if both of you have fire signs, or you have fire or Mars in your signs, but you are very well connected in terms of passion, in terms of creativity. You're probably both creative people. Are you both competitive with each other? Are you both, there's a lot of spark in this connection. There's a lot of, how do you say that? Like, somebody told me once that a Strength card, when it represents a connection or energy, it's like you try to hold back from each other's energy sometimes, because it can be overwhelming. Okay? So the current energy between you two is pretty strong. It's the fire is in there. It could be a very lusty connection. Hey, if you're married and there's still that kind of energy in your marriage, more props to you. Do you know how many people go through long-term relationships and lose the fire in that connection? If you still have that in your connection, that is something to celebrate. Okay? And acknowledge. So, yeah, pretty good energy. I won't be complaining. The Page of Pentacles represents what's working. So you're still in the learning stage. What works, what doesn't work in your connection. One of you is probably younger than the other, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Or you're probably still in the young stage of your connection. So it's hard to read everybody's energy. So just try to fit yourself where you belong, because I could be reading for different types of connections. Okay, but the strong reading here is for somebody's relationship with somebody who is still in the learning stage. You know, it's either one person is not as experienced as the other person, and so there's that gap, you know. However, it's not such a bad thing to learn from each other. You know, it just needs a little bit of patience here because of the Page of Pentacles. But Pentacles is a very practical energy. There's a lot of grounding energy here, meaning, you know, you planted the seeds and you want the relationship to grow, but there's more to learn. And that's a good thing. We always learn from each other, from our relationships, no matter how long you have been together. Sometimes you don't even know your partner after 30 years of being together, and you're still learning from each other. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think it's an incentive to keep the relationship fresh. Why? It's because, you know, once you think that you already know the person, what is there to, the excitement dies. You know, and sometimes that can bring the spark back into a relationship that's been, you know, has gotten stale. That's how you say it. What's not working in this relationship is that the Wheel of Fortune, this is, you know, they say this is the lucky card. Sure, I will give you that. However, my own interpretation of the Wheel of Fortune is that it never stays the same. You know, the situation can either go up or down, hot or cold, strong and weak, boring and exciting, you know, that kind of thing. And so you're, because the Page of Pentacles is here with the Wheel of Fortune, it just, to me, it means that there are kinks in a relationship that you're still trying to learn. What kind of, how do you say this? What does your partner need that you can bring to the table? Or what do you have that you can bring to the table to make the relationship stronger, or more fun, or more interesting, or, you know, whatever stage you are in your relationship. The Wheel of Fortune just says that just enjoy the moment for what it is, because, you know, nothing stays the same. So if you feel like maybe the last couple months has been, you know, kind of just dry, then as the Page of Pentacles, you're not going to quit understanding and learning and putting in the work so that the relationship can keep growing. Okay? Nothing stays the same if you work on a relationship. But a relationship is not going to get better if you just give up on it. And you say, oh, you know, I've done my part. We're already married. We've been together for 20 years. What's the point? Well, then if that is how we see relationships, then what's the point of having a relationship, right? We're all humans. You know, we have a tendency to always feel that if this situation doesn't improve, the grass is always greener. That's not always the case. So, but fret not, because the possible outcome of your situation is pretty good. It's the Four of Wands. You know, after all this time, you know, at the end of the day, you're still going to build a connection, a relationship, a foundation that's pretty strong, that is worth celebrating. You and your partner are probably going through just a minor thing right now. It's probably just a really small little kink in your relationship, you know. Maybe it just needs, you know, a little spark here and there. You know, take him or her for a date. You know, surprise the person or the relationship with something new and different. You know, because I don't see anything bad in this reading at all. For a future love reading, this is pretty solid to me. So, if you are watching this and you thought that, or you're feeling that your connection or your marriage is just, you know, going circles. It's like a carousel. It's up and down, you know. It's like a, how do you call that ride in Tampa? I forgot. My friend just went to go visit that park. It's like that. Life is like that. Relationships are like that. You know, and it brings you to the moment when you first met each other, and, you know, just bring the spark back. I don't know if you need advice in the spread, but we can try, because this is pretty clear to me. Possible outcome of Four of Wands. I don't know how much clearer can we show that. I mean, look at that. 4 girls celebrating. There's flowers and sunshine and full green grass there in the park somewhere. I mean, it's almost like a boring read, because it's a good read, right? I know a lot of people might be looking for problems. There's nothing. Don't look for problems, okay? There's no problem. It's a minor thing. Okay. Advice, please. Advice. I know we all need some advice here and there, but for this reading, I'm just going to throw in an advice. Just for kicks and giggles. But honestly, whoever I'm connecting to or with, you don't need one. You really don't. Connection is pretty strong and solid. And it's rare. So, advice. Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? Look at that. Passion ignited. Come on. Take your person out for a date. Surprise the person. Surprise your relationship. Do something that you haven't done before. Okay? Get something going, because the Strength card is here. You're all holding back from each other's energy. At the same time, there's just so much love and fire between the two of you. It can't be denied. If people see you in the street and you're, you know, people can tell how much, how compatible you are with each other. Because this is, you know, I can't say it in YouTube, okay? So you best figure it out yourself what I'm trying to say. Anyway, passion ignited. Go figure. That's exactly what I said. So that ends the reading right now. I hope you really found the clarity that I know will come to you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.